On release, the original Blade Runner was a flop. Critics initially couldn't see past the flashy visuals, and the public was put off by the downbeat tone of the film. But it became a cult movie and video hit as people noted intriguing themes, semi-hidden mysteries and character ambiguities that could be discussed and shared between fans of the film. Villeneuve and Fincher have tried to recreate this fan appeal. As the story unfolds, links to the previous version emerge. We discover what happened to Rachel and Deckard, who ran away together at the end of Scott's film. Ford returns as an apparently older Deckard, and one of the main questions from the first film, whether Deckard is himself a replicant, is left open, to allow for further fan debate. There are some stylistic issues here, which seem to blight many modern pictures. The film suffers from a touch of the Quentin Tarantino. It's almost 3 hours long, and would benefit from judicious editing. Like Christopher Nolan's sci-fi epic Inception, it seeks and fails to find the deeper profundity needed to justify such a length. The dialogue is also somewhat unidimensional. In the original, the characters were distinct, and their speech often fizzed with humor and energy. The original script had several memorable and quotable lines, a key element of any film wanting to live beyond the box office. Who could forget Rutger Hauer's Time to Die speech? The Blade Runner 2049 script lacks that brio. But the biggest problem is its attitude towards life and humanity. In the 1982 original, the value of human life is apparent, to the replicants at least. Many of the human characters are cynical and jaded. The replicants, in different ways, lust for human life, are jealous of it and want to extend their own lives. Hauer's character, Roy Batty, who rages against the humans who created him, even saves his would-be assassin from death. He embraces life at the end of the movie. In the new film, human life and experience are more marginal concerns. The joy that life can bring is much less visible. The tone is much more that of 21st century miserabilism than one of the lust for life found in the earlier film. The characters are dwarfed by the monumental landscapes, and their concerns seem dwarfed too. Human life in 2049 seems totally bereft of any joy or pleasure, unlike in the 1982 film, where humanity persisted even in inhuman circumstances. The main human characters here are entirely unsympathetic, even psychopathic. And the main relationships are between machines and machines. Kay's love interest is a hologram, and it's hard to care about a hologram, no matter how much the director tries to bring warmth to the character. The role of humanity is diminished. For a film of such epic proportions, there is a strangely anti-heroic narrative at the heart of Blade Runner 2049. The central character becomes less important to the outcome of the story as it wears on. Some reviewers have celebrated this displacement of the traditional hero role, but, inevitably, it means that the film lacks a center, someone to root for. Despite the dystopian vision of Scott's original, it still had a joyful quality, a celebration of life. This is much more subdued in Blade Runner 2049. It seems colder, less engaging and less passionate. As a result, it is unlikely to become the celebrated classic that the original Blade Runner certainly is. Steve Bremner is a writer based in London. Watch the trailer for Blade Runner 2049 for permission to republish Spiked articles. Please contact Viv Regan.